Turf team, we got a best play in Madden stock. I can't wait to show this to you. I appreciate all the support. We've been growing like crazy over the last couple weeks. Videos are getting 300 views, 400 views, up to 1,000 views plus. It really means a lot. I spent a lot of money recently on updating my setup, so the audio quality, the video quality, everything's about to improve. So I can't wait as we go into Madden 21 on a hot streak, right? So before I get into this video, once again, go to the description. I have a whole list of Madden 20 tips I put out the last month or two that teach you how to bag tight offset tight end, how to bag near close flex, really two popular formations in weekend league. Also a bunch of money plays, the best coverage defense in the game recently. So let's get to the comments, though. We've had a lot of great comments lately as we continue to grow. But I would have to say, 60% of my audience are not subscribed to me that's watching these videos. Hit the sub. It's free. Turn into a Noti Gang so you can be the first one to find out about all the glitches and tips in Madden, especially going into Madden 21. So let's hear the boss sauce. He says, great defense, man. Been watching your videos all night, and they've helped me even though I run near close flex. I used to run Oakland. I'm switching back once I get a golden ticket quarterback. But yeah, your videos are really good. Definitely subbed with Noti Bill. My man, the boss sauce. You are awesome. Thank you for watching the videos. Thanks for being a part of the Noti Gang. And can't wait to see you back in Oakland. You do not need a golden ticket quarterback for that Raiders offense. You could just use Eli Manning. Use anybody. You just have Hot Route Master, and it makes the offense so much better. And honestly, your pocket could be better without having escape artists. You got to not manipulate. You got to stand strong in the pocket. So in Philly K, he said, I agree with you wholeheartedly about custom playbooks being a detriment. I used to be a big proponent of them, still am as far as setting audibles, but I realized that it was convoluting my game plan because I didn't spend enough time in each formation. It really makes you all over the place. My man, Philly K, 100% spot on. I couldn't agree with him anymore. Back before MUT, I played, ranked, regs ranked, right? And so I had a custom playbook, and my boy God Thumbs, I don't know if you remember that guy. He was a beast. He was always against custom playbooks, and for probably about 2 years, I disagreed with him. I'm like, man, but you got this glitchy formation with this glitchy pass, this glitchy run. You can't find that all in one playbook. So why not use a custom? Now, the problem with a custom, and the reason why this came about, I'm on a $2,500 CFM. You can use a custom playbook, and my opponent used a custom, and he has all the money plays. But it's not just money plays. He's pretty good with it because it's more about less of a money play, but a way to beat two-man under, a way to beat cover 2, a way to bomb cover 3, a way to beat cover 4 palms, a way to beat cover 4, a way to beat the blitz. But the problem is when you have and you cycle through 15 different formations, you don't master. You're not a master of anything. You're just okay at a lot of things. And then when you play higher level people that know how to lock stuff up, yeah, the first time you get them, you might be able to hit a good big play, but eventually they're going to learn your tendencies and they're going to lock on. And since you haven't ran that particular play that you're audibling to 1,000 times, you don't have the reads down like boom, boom, boom. And so you're going to make a lot of mistakes. So that's why custom playbook is a detriment to your game. I wholeheartedly believe this now. For the longest time, I disagreed. I really did. But I came around. It took me a while, but I wholeheartedly agree with Philly K here, and I think you should take a look at that if you think custom playbooks, besides setting audibles, makes you a better player. Now, in real life NFL, can they pick what plays they want? Their playbook, yes, but this is Madden. It's not real life. Okay, there's only so many plays that are run in a Madden game, especially if you're playing competitive in a 4-minute quarter with a 40-second play clock with runoff. You only have 3 to 5 possessions. You can't be messing around and trying out a bunch of different things. Great comments. Smash that like button. Smash the comment section. I love reading all these comments. I'm responding to every single comment. It's taking me more and more time each day, but I'm loving it. Thank you so much for the support. Let's see it. Let's see you on the
Ready to dominate Weekend League? Head on over to MaddenTurf.com for all the ebooks, tips, memberships, everything you need to start heading on that road to top 100.
Bang, bang, Turf team. bringing you the best stock play in Madden 20. Now, was really popular back in when Draft Champs was going around the competitive scene because trade by flex is in pretty much every single offensive book, kind of like how big nickel over G is in pretty much every single defensive book. So the trade by flex has the best stock play in the game. Like, it's amazing. It's called Dagger. If you don't know, now you know. All right, so we're going to go against a random play because if I'm going to claim the best stock play, we got to be able to go against random play and dot them up pretty much every single time, right? But I'm not going to necessarily go through the reads like it was in-game, but I want to show you why this is the best stock play in Madden 20, and that's because you have a couple good concepts. Okay, so first off, you have, as you can see, the outside left receiver. Actually, let me backtrack. Let me go back to play call screen because as you can see, I have a receiver on the right hand side. So I need to explain to you how to do that because some of y'all might not know how to get your tight end out of the game. Granted, with the Chiefs, with Travis Kelce, you probably want him in the game. But if you're in MUT and stuff like that, you don't want your tight end there. So to get that, as you can see, I have number 17 in there. You go to the tight end slot package. If you see at the bottom left, you just go right on your right analog stick, and it switches up different people. So then your tight end will then turn into where number 10 is, and then you just sub in the receiver. So I subbed in Tyreek Hill there, and naturally I have a wide receiver there at the outside right. This position, the inside left receiver, is the most dominant route, and so that's where I like to have my best receiver. Okay, so Dagger. Sorry. Once again, let's go back to random play. On a trips formation, once again, I'm going to go back to the basics for you here. The trips you always want to be on the wide side, and so in Madden, it's all about hashes, meaning, as you can see, there's a left hash and a right hash. The ball is on the right hash. There's more space on the left, which means that's where you would like your bunch receiver, your trip side at. Your strong side of the formation, which there's three receivers on the left. On the right-hand side, you just have a running back and the receiver that's in close. Okay, so what makes this the best stock play in Madden 20? You have a very, very glitchy route where Tyreek Hill is with the post. That post route or that cross route is it's pretty similar to the cross route from PA Counter Go out of Trips tight end. It gets open versus everything, and with the running back on this little delay route, if they don't blitz you, it's going to suck down the zones, which makes that crossing route get even more open. And also this crossing route, you don't have to have a streak from this tight end position right here in this guy. It gets underneath those deep zones. So let's just kind of run it real fast, and I'm just going to focus on this route. This is against a random zone. I'm just going to blind throw it because if they don't use or guard that, it's going to get open 99% of the time. They can try to put like outside quarters out there, baseline press, outside quarters to take that away late. But most of the time still that only will work, let's say 2 times out of 10. This game is kind of inconsistent like that. But what I'm saying by this, meaning you don't have to have a streak route to take away this deep blue zone right here. All right, it looks like they were in a cover 2. So this deep half has no chance because when he does a cross, he crosses deep enough to where it gets behind any type of purple zone or yellow zone or cloud flat or soft squat. And then he turns really sharply, boom, just like that. And he gets ahead of all the deep zones. So that is the best route in the game. And now to take it to the next level with regards to this route, is you don't always have to try to throw this route really late, like to where it cuts the sideline. Against this play, yes, you did, but the elite players, whenever people start really blitzing you heavy, you can throw that right when it cuts or right after it cuts, kind of in the middle of the field, because they're trying to protect the sideline because they know you like to throw that deep and late. So you can throw that early as well. It just depends on what the defense is doing. But once again, just to run this stock, as you can see, they have like 4 guys over there, right? And nothing guards it. Tyreek Hill ended up coming down with the ball. If you're playing MUT, I would say use cross specialist. Okay, I got shedded there, but once again, the guy's open. Now let's move on. Let me just complete it one more time here. All right, so they're sitting in the crib, man coverage. Obviously, it's going to get open, even though they have a guy with a star under him. Tyreek Hill is too fast and too good. It destroys man coverage as well. Now, to move on, so you have what I consider on the right hand side the best route, and then the best combination with the running back on this little delay hitch route. Will suck down any type of zones, along with the best route in Madden 20. Now, on this left side of the field, you have the streak from the slot, so you can throw that every once in a while. It depends on if they're blitzing you heavy and they're leaving a void in their defense, you can do that. But for the most part, I don't really throw that. And there's a couple adjustments I do like to do with this as the game goes on. But stock, the 15-yard in route is really nice because you can't smart route a 15-yard in route unless it's like 2nd and 15, right? So this route is really nice, and it also plays off with the drag. Drags are not as good this year, but they're still not terrible. And as you can see, if they're playing back, you can get a nice 5-7 yard gain. And if they end up taking away that drag, that deep in route is going to be open. So let me show you real quick what I mean by that. They play off each other. As you can see, they're kind of crossing each other at good distance. And this streak zone is main purpose is to take away any type of deep zone, right? And so if this guy was in a hard flat and taking away this, then the in route is going to be open. So I'll try to show you that in route, and I'm going to get to some other setups because it is the best stock play, but we can make it even glitchier. All right, so I am trying to show you something, but it wasn't there, and I'm just throwing into coverage here. All right, so let's try it one more time. As you can see, right when this cuts, the in route cuts, it's going to get open a lot of the times. So that's the base setup. So to make this even a little bit glitchier, and this is a cover 3, so it looks like a cover 3, right? So this is something I would do versus this cover 3. I would do the same thing I do with PA Counter Go. If you haven't watched that video, go to the description. There's a Madden 20 playlist I highly recommend you going to. Okay, but this cover 3 zone, boom, it's going to get open every single time. And with that setup, I saw one high safety, so I went to this cover 3 beater here. Okay, so this could be a second setup that you run with this. You do an out route from this outside left guy. You put the slot or the inside receiver on a curl route, and you read this guy. If he's in a purple zone, if he's bumping this guy right here, the out route's going to get open every single time. And if he's on a hard flat or clod flat and shoots out to this flat, this curl route is going to be open every time. And if they user that, then you have the deep crossing route that's going to get open. But it's going to get open regardless, right? But if they user it, then you that left-hand side of the field is just wide open. All right, so that's more of a situational. I saw one high safety, so I did want to throw that in there. Here's another great setup. Streak the tight end, which I have him as a running back, a wide receiver, and then hitch the middle receiver there, Sammy Watkins, because hitches are honestly better than drags, and this just clears out Tyreek Hill even better and forces them to choose: are they going to guard the hitch and the in combo, or are they going to guard the right hand side with the cross route that's unguardable that you have to use her? All right, so you're putting your the defender in a bind, and as I'm going to show you right here, I really want to tell you that these hitch routes are hell. They're so good this year, and you can't guard it. Even when you think that they're guarded, as you can see, the defender's behind them, so you just have to lowball that, right? And look at that. They're not going to animate at all. And once again, this hitch is taking away 2 defenders, and I still threw it, and it still got open. And as you can see, this in route will be open, right? Because let's say they're having to user this. But look, once again, this route's open as well. They matched to that guy, but it still got open. Okay, so this is by far, they're in a quarters defense, terrible defense, and it's not going to do anything, right? So overall, this is the best play. These are the 2 setups that I like a lot. Now, the weakness of it, I have to tell you, the weakness is trying to block It looks like a heavy blitz here. So what I would do against this, I would do this. I would put my outside left receiver on an in route. I would block my running back, streak the outside right receiver, and I'm going to motion hike right here, this receiver to make sure that we get everything blocked. And then you have this route along with the in route playing off those two guys. Because if they're sending 7 at you, you do not have the weakness of this formation is you can't block anybody on that left-hand side without motion blocking. But motion blocking is really good, as you can see. They sent a heavy blitz at me. They sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a spy, and so we were able to block it up. And then you have to make a read. So in routes typically are not going to get open versus man coverage, and so that got bagged. But this route is going to just destroy man. Right? Look how bad he beat his man. Bang. 10 yards. It's crazy. So that's what I like to do with this play whenever they have it looks like they're blitzing crib. All right. So once again, this looks like a cover 3. So this is the setup for a cover 3 that I like to run a lot. It ended up being some type of, I don't know if that was what exactly coverage that was, but once again, hitches and curl routes can be your best friend. So don't be afraid to throw that, right? So you just got to make the proper read. It looks like this guy jumped down. I don't know what kind of, was this man? Yeah, it was cover 1 man. So once again, against man coverage, your receivers posted up, wide open. Pass lead it down, low ball it, boom. Best stock play in Madden 20. Don't forget, throw your drags. Even though they're not as good this year, if you have human joystick or if you put grab and go on your receiver, you can make instant cuts and make those drag routes a little bit better. So those are the different setups versus how I like to max protect. If they're blitzing me heavy, if it looks like they're running cover 3, what I like to do, what I like to run stock. And just to throw a little last tidbit here, since if you stayed with me this long, I got to throw this in there for you. All right, so I like to run out of the Oakland Raiders playbook, tight slots halfback weak, all right? So I do strong slots to get another receiver in, and then I come out of in this tight formation. They make all these different adjustments, and then I like to audible. I don't have Dagger my audibles, unfortunately, but I like to then audible to Dagger like this. And so they're setting up their defense for a compression look, and then I like to audible to something that's spread out. You have to guard a tight formation and a spread formation completely different. And so when you go back between a tight, a spread, and they like against tight formations, people love to blitz 8. And when they blitz 8, it can be annoying. It really can. But we have ways to beat that. And I went over it. I've made plenty of tips. Just go to the description, check out that Madden 20 playlist, tip playlist. I'm gonna break all that. I break all that down for you. Now, but you have to do different things to defend tight versus spread out. And if they start touching their corners and stuff, what will end up happening is then when you go to spread, that corner is not going to be out there, and then you can one play ball on real quick and quick hike them. So that's a little tidbit for if you stay till the end. Smash that like button if you did, and say I stayed till the end. I like that last tip, and we'll see you on the sticks.